I gotta set up all my crap because I can't do nothing right. Ta-da! Hey guys, it's Mysterious Cookie, and I'm doing something new today. Welcome to an Undertale theory. Now, if you haven't watched anyone play Undertale, what are you even doing here? Why are you on this planet? Just go watch someone. I've played it on my channel. Again, why are you not watching it? For shame. Okay. But this is a theory about Undertale. It may not be very good because this is my first theory I've ever done. Most likely. Yeah, the theory I have never done on YouTube. Listen, I swear this lighting is driving me nuts, but I don't want to move from this position because it's so comfortable. Okay, so this theory is just pretty much that Undertale was Toby Fox created Undertale to just bring us together. I don't even know why I have these headphones in. I don't need them. I was doing a lot of research, so Undertale is just a game to bring us all together, and that's kind of what this theory is about. So what's gonna happen in this theory is I'm gonna separate the main characters that we have. Sorry, I have to make sure I had everything on here. Okay, I don't, but I'm gonna keep talking. Okay, so I'm gonna go through the main characters, the main ones you make friends with, and just talk about what I've come up for them. And what I mean by that is I've collected some possible diseases, mental illnesses, stuff like that possibly not all of these are mental illnesses, because some people actually have some of these things, and one of them is not a mental illness. Two of them is not a mental illness. It's not a mental illness. It is just something that people do. Sorry, I can't talk. Okay. So this is just gonna state that. So, hang on. Why lighting? Autofocus on my face. Okay, so these things that people really do have, and I don't mean to offend anybody who has any of these illnesses of any sort or have decided to do these things, but I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. So let's start off with the main people you meet. Frisk/Chara, since they're not technically the same person, but I'm going to count them together. So what I think for them is that they have bipolar disorder, but in all honesty, that kind of depends on which route the player is going to go on. So here, give me a minute. The definition of bipolar is a psychiatric illness, I can't English at all, or characterized by both manic and depressive episodes, or manic ones only. So usually what I think by that is you think of Frisk as the pacifist one, the one who doesn't want to do any harm, and Chara is just, going about killing every monster they see, probably because they're so sad because they had to die or something along those lines. But I feel like that's a good one because, they can switch depending on the player's will. In all honesty, it's all on the player. So that was good, right? Hang on. Okay. So the next one is Flowey/Azrael. So, oh my gosh, this lighting, my microphone is sliding all over my lap. Just give me a minute. Stay there. Lighting, work with me. Let me fix the camera. Okay, so the next one is Flowey/Azrael because, spoiler alert, they are the same person, creature, being. Camera, why must you do this to me? I forgot to put up my Okay, so what I've come up with Flowey and Azrael, they have dysphoria, which is a state of unease or generalized dissatisfaction with life. Now, I have never met anyone personally with dysphoria or is dysphoric, but usually I've seen someone who's saying like they're not comfortable within their own body. And since Azrael had to die and then he somehow, I'm not going into full detail, but reincarnated as Flowey, so technically he doesn't like to talk about it. When he switches back, he doesn't really wish to talk about Flowey or what he's done to the player. Kidding me? Or what he thinks he's done to the player to make them switch, if they did a genocide run or not. But he's super uncomfortable with just that, and he just wants to be a real kid again. He just wants to be his little goat self. I'm already getting so many feels already. But who cares? So that was Flowey / Azrael. Next one's Toriel, sweet little goat mom. Now, work with me, people. Work with me, phone. That's not the right picture. Did I even get a picture? I did. Just give me a minute. Okay. So, while I was searching earlier today, I swear lighting, just love me. Please. I have to adjust the settings, but I can't right now. Okay, so we're both gonna have to deal with this. So what I've come up with for Toriel was on the Undertale Amino app, which I don't have. I searched on Google, and someone, I can't remember their name, I'm so sorry, but someone came up with for Toriel that she has dependent personality disorder, which is characterized by a long-standing need for the person to be taken care of and a fear of being abandoned or separated from important individuals in his or her life. Toriel had to deal with 2 of her kids dying. Technically they adopted Chara, or whatever you named your character, so they technically adopted them. I swear, lighting. Asgore and Toriel adopted them. The child got sick and died, and then Azrael absorbed the soul, went to the surface, and came back and died. She's had 2 of her children killed, and I can't even imagine that. For a mother having to watch your children, I swear to God. For a mother to watch her children die before her eyes in the same day, not even by the same cause, is heartbreaking, I swear. So, some of the symptoms, I may not do for all of them, but symptoms: elicit caregiving behaviors in others, can be clingy or clinging on to. That's why she doesn't really want you to go, because she considers you or Frisk as her own child again, and she feels like she's gonna live a happy life with you in her home, away from Asgore, and is gonna have another normal life again, and that's not what happens. Individuals with DPD are often characterized by pessimism and self-doubt, lose faith in themselves, they may seek overprotection, social relations tend to be limited. Yeah, she has most of those. Lose faith in themselves. When Frisk wants to leave and go home, she's probably thinking, what did I do wrong? Why does this child want to go home? I thought we were going to have a good life together. They may seek overprotection. They don't want the child to leave. That's why she keeps changing the subject. Like, you want to hear my snail facts, my child? It was a horrible impression of her, but so. Social relations tend to be cut. She literally moved from, give me a minute, it's from the castle, which is near the core, all the way to the ruins, which is on the other side of the entire underground. And she's cut all ties with Asgore. She probably barely even talks to the monsters around. She probably just lives there by herself. And she doesn't even know that her son is technically a flower. So she doesn't talk to him. So I feel really bad talking about this stuff. My leg's falling asleep. I need to fix that. Ow, that hurt. Auto brightness, I swear. Okay. This is going great so far. Who do I have next on the list? Sans. This one seems pretty obvious. Depression. Depression is it's most likely, in this situation, it is feelings of severe despondence and dejection. I mean, I don't know what half those words mean, but I have a lot of friends who have depression. Sorry to offend anybody who has depression, because I don't even care if you do, and we're friends. We're friends. I love you guys. So, most of the time, in what I've possibly seen, Sans has most likely watched Papyrus, his own brother, die at the hands of the player most of the time. And I swear, and he hates it, and he's so sad, and and in his battle, he says, what's the words? Give me a minute. I didn't get any quotes. I'm kind of just making this up on my own. He says at one point, it's like, along the lines of, it doesn't even matter anymore because one day it's all going to be reset because of you. You're going to reset everything, and he doesn't even care anymore because he's watched Papyrus die who knows how many times, and that is like, just imagine that. That is, wow. I could see why he is possibly depressed. Now let's kind of switch to a happier tone of some sort. Papyrus. So many notifications. I have think, because that is word, that Papyrus has ADHD. ADHD is a chronic condition marked by persistent inattention, hyperactivity, and sometimes impulsivity, something like that. ADHD begins in childhood and often lasts into adult. I have to quite possibly say that Papyrus is an adult at this moment. He's always so hyperactive. He acts like a little kid, which most of us enjoy. I swear, why must you do this to me? He acts like a little kid all the time, and he's just so hyper, and he wants you to try out all his puzzles, and he's like, let's be friends, and all that stuff. He can't, sorry, I had a text. He can't keep doing other things that he doesn't want to do, like how Sans is always so lazy. He's always like, come on, let's hurry up. The great Papyrus needs to go to a station. Oh my god. Phone fell off my leg. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's about it for Papyrus. Undyne, I swear, this one was the hardest one. I couldn't come up with anything for Undyne so far. But most likely, Undyne is a lesbian because near the end of the game, her and Alfie's in the pacifist run get into a relationship, and both are female. So technically they're having a same-sex relationship, and that's what lesbian is, pretty much just a girl dating another girl. And that's what happens at the end of the game. And okay, recording a video, mother, stop texting me, please. Apparently it is Grandparents' Day, and also 9/11 also, so I feel even worse talking about all these diseases and how I'm pretty sure most of them could lead to death. The next one we'll talk about death. Alfie's, hooray. But yeah, that is all I could come up with, I swear. I tried. I really tried. And I wanted to get this video in before I have to leave. And I have no internet because I wanted to upload it today. I have till 6 o'clock and it's like 3. I'm recording. Alfie's. This one was... I found multiple for Alfie's. Number 1, lesbian. We know that because she obviously has a crush on Undyne. My other leg now. Ow. I'm in pain. Okay. In my hair. I swear, today is not a good hair day. Microphone, stay in place, please. Okay. I might hold my hair over like this. I do it a lot at school, but who cares? The second one, suicidal. Yeah, I went there. It's pretty obvious, because at the note she left, after... I have to think. I haven't played a complete pacifist run in a long time. But it's after you deliver the letter to her lab, you go on a fake date with her, Undyne comes, you guys talk, she goes back to her lab, writes a note, you go check on her, and it's saying how sorry she is for, like, doing everything that she's done, especially with, like, the experiments and the amalgamites, and, like, if you didn't go down there, she possibly would have killed herself. If she didn't know that the amalgamites were acting a little weird, then she would have noticed. She wouldn't have noticed. She would have thought nobody was down there except for her experiments and possibly killed herself. That's lovely thinking. So many bad thoughts. We're almost done though. But another one for Alfie's, anxiety. Okay, let me go to my gallery and find the thing. Okay. So some of I don't have anxiety myself, I don't think. Did I take a picture? I did. Okay. So I don't want to go through and search all this little stuff up again. So most of the things often reporting the following systems for people who have chronic anxiety. Muscle tension. Alfie's probably has that when she talks. She's really shy. She probably like tenses up her muscles. It's like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? Physical weakness. I consider Alfie's not very weak physically, but mentally, yeah, she's really smart. Poor memory. No. Alfie's is the complete opposite. She has a very strong memory, especially of what she's done in the past. Sweaty hands, most likely she has that. When she talks, especially maybe around Undyne and stuff, probably has that. Fear or confusion. Ooh, she is most likely, throughout the whole thing, she is really, really scared, especially if somebody was to find a way into the true lab without her knowing, finding all these experiments, and it's like, what has this woman done? Reporting her to Asgore and possibly having her fired. That's, like, big. She's probably really scared she's gonna get fired. Sorry there. Yeah. Inability to relax. She always seems stressed and, like, really shaky and not talking very well. I'm turning my phone on mute. Give me a minute. Okay. So, what was I on? Inability to relax. Even when she watches anime, she probably doesn't relax. She probably does it as like a pastime to get her mind off of thinking about what's happened in the past. So, yeah. Constant worry. Yes. She's got a lot of worry. Especially if something happens to you, like the player. She's really worried that somehow Mettaton might actually kill you somehow. Or if you die to, like, the lasers that are out there, she probably gets really worried. I don't know what's happened if you die and then she finds out or something. Oh man, I need a nap, but I don't want one. Shortness of breath. Well, she stutters a lot, and sometimes stuttering, if you're really shy or maybe even go into a panic attack or something, you may start hyperventilating, and yeah. And the rest of them, she doesn't really have. So, Alvies, everybody. Yeah. 2 more. Mettaton/Mettaton EX. In all honesty, I think Mettaton most likely might be transgendered. So, here, let me... Okay, so if you... So many Instagram notifications. So, hang on. Okay, give me a minute. Here's a picture of Mettaton's supposed ghost form. I think there are pictures in the game of when Mettaton was a ghost. You just have to really hunt for them, or this is just the fan-made thing of what Mettaton as a ghost would look like. But either way, to me, Mettaton looked like a girl then. And when you look at Mettaton EX, I was sitting there for a minute thinking, what gender is this robot? I mean, most of the time, more people have got to be thinking about that than just me, right? The voice for Mettaton in most playthroughs sounds like a male, but Mettaton also looks like a female with the liking of pink. Most of the time, I just call Mettaton a they or a them because I can't even. I have to stop thinking and it's wait, I had to think of wait, is Mettaton actually a girl or is he a guy? I don't even know anymore. So, whichever gender Mettaton is officially, then good for Toby Fox. You go for it. Lastly, Asgore. We're finally almost done. Yay! It's 22 minutes in. This is lovely. Asgore, most likely, has schizophrenia. And there was another thing I read with Asgore, and the 3 main things that he has with it is depression, isolation, and hallucinations. Hallucinations I'm not really sure about. But depression and isolation, yeah, I can totally see that in him. Because, 2 of his kids died, his wife left him. 2 of his kids died, his wife left him. He had to fight in a war with humans that they most likely had a good relationship with before the war. Then, Then he had to kill 6 humans. He had to force you into fighting with him. And I'm pretty sure it says here in the neutral run, somewhere in the neutral run, it's neutral run before you fight Omega Flowey. If you choose to spare Asgore each time, then Flowey will appear and kill him. Straight up, just murder. That's a lovely thought. Lighting. Stop. Okay. Now I have to stay in this position for the rest of the video, which isn't very long, thankfully. Isolation, yeah. But what's written here is, the term isolation does not only refer to physical isolation, in which you isolate yourself from the world by staying in one place where nobody can find you, but also mental and emotional isolation in which the victim keeps all their emotions inside, putting on a facade or of joy or happiness. So as soon as, like, that makes sense, because as soon as you arrive at the castle, Asgard's standing there, just like, watering his flowers. He's like, just give me a moment, Mr. Monster, or Miss Monster, I will be with you in just a minute. He turns around and is like, oh, you're human, was not expecting this. Turns around and is like, alright, we need to fight.
Krista, dryer.
I'll get it in a second. That was lovely. He's like, alright, it's time to fight. So then you fight, and then he realizes, I just wanna see my wife and my kid again. And because if you have 7 souls, you can break the barrier and go up to the surface. So he just wants that last soul. And what I don't get is, I have to say this really quickly, if you die in the game and Asgore has kept all of the other souls, why doesn't he just, catch your soul right in there? Like, your body just, goes away, and then your soul's right there. Why don't he just, grab that? And then, there's, there should be, a little, maybe there's, a little thing, maybe a little Easter egg, some sort, where he gets your soul, then absorbs all of the other 6, and then breaks the barrier, and then all the monsters go to the surface. Who knows? Maybe there is. Maybe there isn't. Maybe there's a pacifist ending where everybody goes up to the surface except you. And then there's the regular one where we all just go to the surface together. Because, we're all in this together. I can't sing well, I can, but I'm really tired. Okay. Clap for parody. That was really good. So, yeah. Undertale. It can be pretty messed up, thanks to me. So while I delete all this crap, I got the idea to do this sort of theory by, let me go on Instagram for a minute here. Holy cow, there's a lot of comments. It was on here, wasn't it? Okay, on Instagram, thank you to official Rick Harrison 78 for... Okay, the original comment was because I asked on my Instagram, I wanted to post a video today, but I didn't know what of because I didn't feel like playing a game today. So, official Rick Harrison 78 said you should try breaking down lyrics, like Top Tearing My Heart. I actually really like that song. Go through the lyrics and say what you think it's about. I was gonna do that, but I couldn't find a song that I wanted to do. So I thought, let's just do this Undertale theory that I've been thinking about doing. And I think it went pretty well. Hope that made you think about the game in a new light, or something like that. But, again, this is just another fan-made theory. Nothing is canon. Except if Toby Fox just, comments and is like, this is perfect, this is exactly what I was going for. Then, life goal achieved. But, yeah. I feel Undertale is just a game to bring us all together, and to not think about people and, what they look like, what they act like, who they really are, what's their likes and dislikes, stuff like that. Everybody is their own person, and you should accept that, and you should just make friends with a lot of people who are maybe down in the dumps, and just need someone to help them out. So, if you see a friend at school or something that's down, or, has, maybe depression of some sort, or they're really anxious and stuff, then just go up to them and say, hello, my name is, whatever, and just make a new friend. Give them a new friend, because, the world would be a better place, and all that other crap. But either way, this was a fun theory, so if you want me to do this again, then just, sorry, my nose is itchy, and I hate it when, the end of my nose gets all oily and stuff. If you like this video, then give it a like. Comment down below some other games I should do theories on, if you actually enjoyed this. This was fun to make. Did a little research, and it wasn't for school. that was new for me. So, yeah. So, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video.